Hi, Akram. I'm Ezelle from the upcoming. Lovely to speak to you. Congratulations on this fantastic film. How does it feel to be here today at the British Film Festival in London?
It's quite exciting. I mean, it's a very different area for me. Usually the press that we have, we don't usually stand. We are in a coffee shop. We sit down. We don't usually have a red carpet. All of that. This is all new. But I'm so excited because the work that we've made was so traumatic in the process because it was meant for the live show. And then lockdown happened and we were 3 weeks shy of a premiere, world premiere. And so we were all kind of like headless chicken, all of us, everyone disorientated. The world was disorientated. And so to make this film during lockdown was so special because what it means is also with film is you can encapsulate it. You can keep it even for my grandchildren or great grandchildren or whatever. It's kind of timeless in that sense, whereas theatre isn't. You do it and that's it. You've done it.
And can you tell me a little bit of background to the story? What was kind of the themes behind it, and how did you bring them to your dancers? I mean, what sort of techniques did you use to bring that to screen to tell this story?
In techniques from shifting from theatre to screen, I would really commend. You should ask Asif about that. He was very instrumental to that. But in a sense, many techniques were very similar both in theatre and film, especially in my work, I would say. And that's something that Asif and I shared, and Danny Boyle, when we worked together, we shared too, is that there is a kind of common denominator. Really, what is the intention of the actors? Because my performers are not dancers. They're trained dancers, but I don't want them to dance. I want them to be in an emotional state. What is the intention of that emotional state? To understand the narrative psychologically, emotionally, mentally, physically. If anything, the physical part comes later. It's about embodying conceptually first magnitude of the work. And when I say magnitude, I mean we were dealing with Wojciech. So it's a classic, George Buchner's work, and we wanted to really explore that. And of course, Frankenstein was somehow in there as well. I'm a big Mary Shelley fan, and so I've always wanted to tackle it. But really, we focused on Wojciech with Ruth Little, my dramaturg. And I think what was really important, I think artists are reflections, are like a mirror to what's happening around the world. And with the dictatorship rising, with Trump, and there's something about Wojciech and this lack of control. The fact that we all feel this, we just don't talk about it enough, that we're not really in control, and we definitely don't feel in control anymore, politically. And I felt this was really a reflection, this story was really a reflection of how I was feeling at the very moment we were making the work.
And as for the casting process, I mean, obviously, this is, I think, your third collaboration with the National Ballet, isn't it? Maybe.
National Ballet, yeah.
So, how did you kind of go around that casting process? Did you have anyone particularly in mind from the start?
Yeah, we did. Jeffrey and Irina and Fabian and Ken. As we were making it, they were already in my mind. I could see them because I knew them already. You see, so that some homework had been done. It wasn't like casting completely for new people. We had done 2 projects together. I knew their strengths and their weaknesses up to a point. I knew what I could get out of them, and I wanted them to go deeper. I think the hardest journey and easiest simultaneously was for Jeffrey, because Jeffrey naturally works in a similar way to the way I work. But at the same time, I said, you have to break yourself, really, physically and emotionally. Are you willing to go there? And he said, yeah, I believe in what you believe in. You make me believe in what you believe in. And I call it the pleasure of drowning. You have to find the pleasure of drowning. When you choose to do something, if you don't put yourself in the unknown, you're just doing the same thing. You're not growing, you're not changing. Changing is hard. And I said to Jeffrey and all the artists, through this process and through this narrative, you have to change. There has to be change in you.
Well, thank you very much for speaking to me today. Congratulations. It's amazing. Thank you very much.